Yo, welcome back everybody. Today we have gameplay from Vol'Jin, and this is one of the fun ones. There is no hero in the game with as many niche, fun optimizations as Vol'Jin, and when you can piece together 2, 3, 4 of those little optimizations, and then build a board out of what seems like nothing, it feels so rewarding. Honestly, I want Blizzard to invest in making more heroes like this. A fun hero power that takes a lot of different ways of being played, and rewards you for it. Alright, enjoy. You don't have to ask permission. Like, it's a stream. Excuse me, miss. We were just calm. We just managed it. We finally gotten to the place of being calm. Alright, I'm gonna swap these two. We had just gotten calm. No. No barking at deer. What is it? No. No, there's a dog out there, actually. Which is also fucking terrifying, by the way. Absolutely terrifying. There's a dog out there? Shit. Say it ain't so. You. Alright, at least we got the cleanup there. The ghost of calm passed. Now let's see if we can settle back in to calm. Do you want to know what calm looks like right now in this house? I'll show you, chat. This is what calm looks like. Two more permanent minions. I'm gonna look at him. I'll do it in full screen. This is what I'm dealing with. He's just standing right here, staring at me the entire time. This is what we've maintained since the point of finally getting a little bit calmer. He's just standing there, or sitting there, staring at me. Are we done yet? Can we go deal with the menace that's in the house? We didn't really get to calm. He stopped whining and he's just anxiously sitting. It's okay, big guy. It's gonna be fine. It's gonna be okay. Avoided taking damage. Feels good, man. He's a cutie. He's a pain today. Ew. Well, good news. At least we have undead aura that we can swap. So we can take this stat line and pull it into things like this minion. And we're getting the aura back. Notice the Eternal Knight doesn't drop all the way down to the stat line of a 3-1 here. It's just the persistent aura of the undead +1 attack and the aura for the Eternal Knight. I can take the stats off of this. And it will always maintain that +1 attack and +2 bonus. Which helps a little bit in the middle of this game, considering that we don't have that much going for us. Him's usually the one that's barking at deer and shit. When he moves away, he's kind of hard to put on camera. Well, look at this lucky fella. Casually gets Scourfin and double Rylek and Macaw, but unfortunately has no battle cries nor minions in hand to benefit from them. They're really good cards. Can still win the game, but like, it's all in on tempo at the moment. That's a good hit. I don't think we're leveling. I don't hate Course Refiner. I only get to buy one minion, though. Maybe we do level. Nah. I think it's the one thing I'm learning more than anything right now. Is that whenever I think that I should level, I should just wait one more turn. He's learning, chat. He's not slamming the same thing every game. He's becoming sentient. Interesting. I don't hate the Bristlemane. Got Risen Rider. Got Sewer Rat, but I'd probably sell it to take the Bristlemane. I like the Scour Fin so I can buff in hand, but if I don't take this, then I lose the 1/1 Aura, which is probably more power than the actual Scour Fin. Because if both of them can die, then we just get an additional thing we can swap between the two of them. Is chat dead? Are you guys dead, chat? Julie is concerned about you. I know, chat does seem kind of dead. I know. She was concerned as well. Only on the inside? That's just kind of a rough kind of day, you know? Like the things have been a little bit awkward, a little bit unsavory. This made for some awkward conversations in chat. If it helps, I was spamming elsewhere. Fair enough. No. I realize I create the environment that caused it to go kind of quiet, and that's me. That's on me. All right, well, that was pretty piss poor in terms of an outcome. We didn't get the Eternal Night scaling nor the Scour Fin scaling. I'm just on a 7,000 kilometer run. Oh, okay, that's fair. Chat's all on 7,000 kilometer runs. That actually explains it all. Never mind. Now we know why. Be large, Eternal Nights. Be huge. Alright, well. I think I'm just going to take my 4/4 and just not care about the Scour Fin that much. Chat, tell me your favorite movie of all time. My favorite movie of all time. Land Before Time. Number 1. All right, let's go down this list. 7? 7's pretty good. 7's pretty solid. Gladiator, all right. True Romance, never seen it. Never seen True Romance. Notting Hill, haven't seen it. The Cat Returns, I don't know what that means. Do home movies count? No, you're not allowed to say that. That's not allowed on Twitch. That's a different website. Fight Club. I've watched Fight Club many a time in my life. Gangs of New York. Gangs of New York is great. Requiem for a Dream. My God, you're just a glutton for punishment over there, aren't you? Con Air. Yes. Con Air is truly a masterpiece of modern media. Princess Monarchy. Not Princess Bride. Princess Bride's really good. The Game. Ah, we all lost. Everybody just lost the game again. How many years has it been since you lost the game? Rip. That's not what that person meant, but now you've lost the game. Blazing Saddles. Doesn't age well, but you know what? For its time, was pretty damn good. Was True Romance the one with Brad Pitt as a stoner and a bunch of boring other stuff? Could be. Usual Suspects, pretty solid. American Snico. I combined American Psycho and Snatch. American Snico. You guys not a big American Snico fan? That one checked out. All right, well, at least we can abuse the Eternal Night scaling for a little bit. Yep, that one checked out. Snatch for sure. Snatch is one movie I can watch over and over and still choke up from laughter. It is solid. I just lost the game. Rip. Look at Julie sparking the conversation in chat. Princess Bride is so good. I haven't seen Princess Bride in like 10 years, and I kind of regret my decision. Clerks, Saving Private Ryan, Chasing Amy, and The Big Sick. Not The Big Lebowski? Big Sick? Leaving Las Vegas. Leaving Las Vegas is really good. Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas. Apparently anything in Las Vegas. Jerry Maguire. Jerry Maguire, Modern Media. Hey, man. If it makes you happy, it makes you happy. Like I watched Dazed and Confused a couple months ago. Was brought up in chat a couple days ago, and it made me realize, you know what? That movie made me happy. Obviously, the rhetoric of the movie would not fly nowadays. But that being said, still an amusing movie. I are undead. Are you flavor of the week? Undead again today, Bofur? Why are you always playing undead? I'm actually just playing Eternal Night. I don't know what I'm doing otherwise. But it involves Turtle Knights. I do love Turtle Knights. Yeah, Vol'Jin Eternal Knight scaling is kind of nutty. We're just duping the aura back on top of each other. And we just leveled the 6. So in case you guys are missing what mechanic this is, Vol'Jin snapshots the stats of a minion when he dupes. Any auras that are persistent on the board are then applied after the snapshot. So these minions right here, the Eternal Knights, have a 6/6 aura from being Eternal Knight with 6 minions dying prior to that point and 1 attack. So every turn when I swap this with something else, it regains that buff after the swap. So with both Eternal Knights swapping with each other, each one is regaining its aura afterwards. So it gained a 7/6 each of them when I swapped them this turn. What the fuck? I didn't know this? Yeah, Vol'Jin actually kind of breaks game mechanics pretty heavily. It's the reason why in the past we used to bloodgem dupe a lot. The idea of stacking bloodgems on one unit, then taking the stat line, swapping it to a different unit, and then using a necrolite to pull the stack of buff off of it. Since the minion is snapshotted after the hero power, when you move the bloodgem stack off of it, it doesn't decrease its stats. So like you could take a 50-50 buff with bloodgems over to here, make this thing a 50-50, then use a necrolite on the adjacent minion and pull that 50-50 buff off of it again. Then you could just do that every time you see necrolites to take an extra 50-50 or whatever. That used to be very prevalent when we had an abundance of bloodgems in the game. Nowadays, we don't have a bunch of bloodgems. Cookie allowed that too? Yeah, Cookie Chemist was the same. It was just for all heroes. You had the ability to snapshot. That was probably the time that most people learned about snapshot mechanics. We're like, huh, I didn't know this existed. It always existed for Vol'Jin. But Cookie Chemist made every single hero have the ability to do it. And we're 37 health on Tavern 6. You can think of worse places to be. Magma Lock. Meh. Sure. It's awkward. Shoot for a summoner. Yeah, summoner could be pretty good. Murgle. We could just take double Murgle. You can also go double Boogie Monster and just dump stats on the board. Swap first before tripling. We can still swap afterwards. Because swapping with each other is just a 16-14 buff. Swapping this with anything else is just a 15-14 buff. Which is fine. I think it's this. So every turn I'm just going to take this aura and apply it to a thing in the shop, and both Murglers are going to get the buff. Save the blood gems for the next one. I don't want to make the one thing really big. I more care about securing minions on my board. Great play. Yeah, it's a different line. Unconventional line here. This is where the fun begins, chat. This is when we actually get to play things that aren't autoplay. This is the good shit. That's what I want to see. I want to see more games like this. More mechanics like this. Stop it! Stop killing all the things! Stupid game. Alright, well. It's okay. We're 37 health. We get to double our base stats basically next turn. What an interesting lobby. Let's see if we lose to basic bullshit though. Turtle Knights. Now I could pull minions from hand with Banana Slammer in the long run. That would be kind of awkward, but seems pretty good. What happened to stats? What about them? They're in here. My stats be here. This thing regained its 16. I really need like a Baskill. Or we're just gonna end up dying even though we have nice stuff. Alright, well, I'm gonna buy one more. This is gonna be on the board. I can put you down, but it doesn't really matter. 2-unit Andy board. Plus a Leroy. The real question is, do we need to commit the bloodgems just to have a couple extra 4/4 buffs? I don't think we do. We're still at 27. I would love, this guy's really weak, so this is not really a good example. But we're just swapping into or making a 20/20 each turn off of this guy. So we're adding a 40/40 to the board that way. But we're really looking for a way to turn this into a strat out of the cards in hand, not just this thing be big. And that needs Baskill, and then we could get like Golden Banana Slam or something. And then we could pull the stats from this and swap into a beast and have that in hand. I think they're all sold out of Baskills, chat. Okay, well, I need to play both Banana Slammers. So I think I'm taking this, and this is my beast, so I'm going to... Can't use the bloodgems on that, what am I saying? It needs to be on the thing that I swap if I'm going to do it from the hand. Never mind. That was silly. I guess next turn is perfectly fine to do it in. What were you thinking, Bofur? I don't know. I was thinking I could use it on the tavern. There's a horse! Now where's the Baskill? Find me Baskill. I probably should keep that in hand against the ghost. Not that matters, because this gets pulled back to hand, right? Did we find out what Bofur's number 1 was? I said Land Before Time. Y'all being all serious and shit with your movies, but Land Before Time shaped my childhood. True answer. Land Before Time, best movie. Littlefoot, dude. The Last Tree Star. I love that movie. It's a good movie, man. Littlefoot was my childhood. I know, man. I know. I'm all aboard that one. I'm confident with that answer. Land Before Time is my number 1. Grandma had like all 12 of them. It was the whole series. I had 1 and 2 when I was a kid. And then 3 came out, and 4 and 5, and I don't think I saw any after 5. Jungle Book for me. Jungle Book was great. Homeward Bound. Homeward Bound was amazing. The dogs traveling across the country to get home. Okay, well. Let's see what we get. We get a boogie monster. It was Milo and Otis. Oh. I'm tearing up a little bit inside. I may use the Charlie. The difference in stats for the minion in hand isn't very high. Well, I can either make the world's biggest horse and hope we get Baskill, or I can swap an additional 20/20. We gotta get Baskill for this to be good. This one for sure. This one for sure. Wasn't it? Ain't it? No. We're Baskill. These aren't them. Can have 2 murlocs on the board if we want to. Seems pretty decent for the final round. Not like we're losing a lot of stats. Alright, so be it. We'll just play around Ghoul with our gems. Be sad about it. I can't put Horse down and not buff 2 Murglers, right? It's just not better. One for emotional support, bloodgem. Poison! Get him! That wasn't poison. That wasn't poison. This is distinctly bullshit. Alright. Alright, well, at least we're not dead yet. What is this bullshit? I hate this game. Worst hits in history. Worst hits ever, Bofur. I don't hate the Reborn Killer. But once again, if we can just find a fucking Baskill, it's gonna be okay. Horse is not taunted. True, but like... True. Actually. Okay, chat, you raise a good point. Baskill. Oh my god. Oh my god, chat. Chatsy. It's the card. You can pull the Coiler too if we wanted to. I think I'd rather have another poison on the board, right? So, you have 7 health. Put that there, maybe. It's not taunted. You are correct, chat. It isn't taunted. What does that mean? It means we're still gonna kill it, but whatever. It means that we can bypass the whole card. All right. You were right, chat. Well done. It is not taunted. He doesn't have a way to play around small taunt. That's a W. Still, he still popped it and got lucky. We still would have won without him, but you were correct. That was absolutely the right play. 100% the right play. Happy to help. There you go. Look at chat being helpful and shit. Ah, Vol'Jin. Abusing Vol'Jin duping mechanics. Getting to late game, making big Murgles. No other hero in the game has as fun a lines as Vol'Jin, man. Like, there are so many different things you can do with this hero. That was a nice game. That was a fun one.